Hi, I'm author Matthew Primous, who wrote Simply Imagine a Lifetime of Poetry. That was my first book. My second book was The Poetic Genius of Matthew Primous. And my final poetic book was Close to My Heart. Now, I like to read stuff from Close to My Heart. Believing in Rochester. At last the sun is shimmering over my home in the midst of winter. It rises amongst great adversity as the massive clouds move towards it. And I wonder, will the sun break these large mass forms? But as I wait for the day to rise, the sun breaks free of the clouds and dances in the clear blue sky, and in warmth brightens the earth in a beautiful array over the city, my home. The water shimmering with the light like never before, and in a way like never before. It fascinates me to flaunt as it flaunts its beauty, and as vehicles passes by the day does not break. There are silhouettes all over the place, and they taunt the watchers who gaze at their beauty. The day slows down as the wind speeds up, ever so gently and ever mildly. I can't help but to embody in the beauty of it all, as mystery and mildness that comes every year. It is simple joy and immersed happiness that winter brings along that takes away gloom. A promise of spring is a promise worth fighting for. Love and peace find their way. And though the sunshine can't reach everywhere, it touches everywhere and anywhere the day breaks. I hope to never get rid of that moment for once, where the sun made the city my home. Like spring, felt like spring. And though the busy vehicles pass on by the long and determined bridge, they will eventually slow down and tell their side of the story to their own and glance back from years to come and years more. At the beauty of the outdoors and how they glance at the blessed river and laugh. Even the cars in the distance will gather around the shimmering river and see that at once it shines. And the city hearts lighten with the beautiful spring sky with baby blue above its waves. The river gleams like stars in the sky like the Milky Way. Down on earth and it pours and floods with life, as blue as the heaven and earthy as the earth, but never in a moment too much or too soon in welcome spring. My heart skips a beat at the wonderful sight that encouraged me in hope for spring. And though the smokestack reminds me that there is work to be done, I'll never forget the time of life and the lesson I learned from my hometown. An earthly rainbow. At the end of the harsh day, there is an earthly rainbow, shining bright in the heavens where the heavy clouds used to be. A rainbow color reaching the hearts of all people, walking onto the table of life and giving them a certain place. To be free to have no clouds in the sky and to dance below the easy sun. To be free to laugh is to laugh without the cares of others in the world. I want that for myself and everybody else who matters to this old world. I want this one sky to last forever because it says celebrate. Celebrate yourself and your family, your neighbor, and your home, edging us to become what we are supposed to become and yearning for the next. Embracing who we are, embracing who we can become, our future. Life is more than what brings us down, for it is what brings us up. Life is love, and love is life. The two must intertwine and be forever in relation. A life without love is sad and gloomy, life overshadowed by fear and regret. But a life with love is a blooming flower, that keeps getting greater and has no depth. Let the young live on, and the old dream on, for the sky that comes just before the night awakes the dreamer in you and awakens the lover in you, causing people in love to love once again. All maidens are fair and all men are equal, and everyone can find their acceptance. For the favorite colors of the world are behold in the sky, and they shine brighter with the sun, reflecting true beauty and adoration of humankind. For though we are brothers and sisters, we are all family, coming from one mother and one father, and green our own intention. These intentions must be love centered and love focused, that their purpose will never fade. Look up, children, beneath the sky and find yourself and know who you are, because there won't be many skies like this sky, uniting the world families with their glow. My country, above all else, will I place thee at my heart. Against all else will I treasure to guide thee. Under thy guidance have life been bestowed upon me. My young and my youth have thou stood beside me, waving thy hand before I knew thee, and lowering thyself to stop me. Your broad stripes are enduring, your proud stars are everlasting. O country of my birth and right and portion, I'll never forget that in thy distress you chose careful hands to guide thee. Rich are your boundless energy, and heroic is your fountain. Your skies are filled with clouds of blue, and the horizon of red. Your passion fills my innermost being and gives light to our creed. O country of my Lord, I do love thee. I'll never forget thy blessing. Where others have failed, thou hast found a way to uplift. Where others have loosed, thou hast found a way to build. And where tears lie, that fertile ground to endless joy. My honor comes from loving thee, and my honor comes from knowing thee, from fulfilling thy earnest plea and hearing thy powerful call. My country, I do love thee, and shall always think of thee. Forever yours, and the loyalty shall not part with words alone. We shall be forever intertwined, the fruits of our labor shall live on. Words alone shall not be the end of us, but forever always my country, my home, my life, and my duty are bound to thee. Let hope comes to this, that my country becomes our country, our homeland. Let it be bright, let it shine with light, and always shine in good times and bad times. Amen.